Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So in today's video we have multiple harvests we could do. Every single field is ready right now. And I know in the past I said I was going to time this out better. I clearly did not do that. So we have this that needs to be planted at some point. These that need to be harvested. These harvests, these two small fields don't need to be as big of a rush as, most of the other fields do. Because these two fields here are sorghum. And the price is going to be high within the next month or so on those. So the priority lies mainly in planting. We have two fields we could spray too. And sorghum harvests. The wheat and soybeans are the other two fields. The wheat would just go to storage for chickens. And soybeans would just go to storage until like June when it's a fairly good price. But the eggs are high this month. It's about $40,000 on this trailer. Plus the canola is towards its high price. So we will be selling both of those right away. Be crawling ourselves back to a decent amount of money. We cottoned down to what? I think we had about $400 after we bought the new tractor. So it's nice to see that we're finally getting back to where we have a good amount of money again. I think it's mainly canola that's high. Oats are still supposed to keep going up. So silage is going to be soon as well. Oh! The silage there is about 88% done for being fermented. Then we'll be able to sell that. Is that strip of silage there is to sell. The whole reason I cut it was to sell it. Gotta go over here and sell the canola. We'll have a decent amount of honey coming, what, March? February, March? I think this one, that's a nice high price. I try to usually sell everything when they're higher priced. Doesn't always happen, but I think that'll be honey. $11,000, $12,000. It's not like a huge amount. Honey never is. It's just a good thing to have. Yeah, the sorghum's slowly still going up. I need to get the sheep more food eventually. They ran out of all the bales I had sitting in there. Finally did that. I had, what, 3 bales sitting in there. I think the next cut will go to hay. We have a little over 1 stack back, like just 1 layer. Alright, here we are. Back at the store. Feels like we were just here. Probably because we were. It says it's supposed to have rain in the forecast, but I'm not sure where it's supposedly coming from. Oh, that's weird. 2 environmental scores. I don't know where it's coming from. It doesn't show there's any rain, at least through 1 o'clock. So, oh, now it doesn't show it. Wait, what? I just noticed it doesn't show that now. Huh. Maybe it was just my eyes playing a trick on me. I don't know. Well, I think we'll get back to the farm. I would like to do probably one of the harvests, the smaller sorghum field, I'm thinking. And probably do some spraying right away. We can do that fairly short. The spraying doesn't take basically any time. Not sure if we'll need the trailer for that harvest. I'll bring it over just in case. Really doesn't take a bunch of time just to drive it back if we don't need it. I'd like to get the that case switched over, and we can get these fields, these 2 fields sprayed. Try to keep on top of that. We do need to get that big field. Was that big field native lime? I don't remember. Well, we'll spray that field up there first, and I can take a look then. You know, I'm pretty sure we filled this thing up once with herbicide and then basically never touched it. We might have put fertilizer on once. We have like 1 tank of that on the grass. Oh, it's still in good condition. I thought it needed it, because weren't we talking? I think we were harvesting it. We were saying our yields were a little bit noticeably lower. Oh, I got a 99 environmental score. Nitrogen's the only thing low. Probably these fields. Yeah. Yeah. How much of a... It's a 15% on sell prices. Ooh, it really does pay to have that all figured out. Well, unfortunately, the grass fields have already got to full growth stage. So they don't really, it's not going to help the yield. We will need to cut it and spray it fairly shortly after to actually make a difference. As far as I know, it won't if it's already fully grown. I mean, realistically it wouldn't, but you never know. Sometimes Farming Sim lets you do things that are really weird and don't make any sense. Oh, and a little tip, if anybody that watches this records or does any like Farming Sim videos or just videos in general, I always make sure the game audio is being recorded. Because I went to record this and I always test them. Game audio for some reason was not working first time. So thankfully I checked it, otherwise we would have had I would have had 2 videos with no game audio. It was a simple fix too, so. And it was weird because, you know, exact same setup I always have. Randomly just didn't work the one time. But that may be because I record audio from a separate source than the video. It may even be, it may be more my fault than anything. But I don't remember why I do that, but I do it for a reason. I'm sure it made sense to me at one point. Yeah, that's the field that we will be harvesting first. I may do like that harvest today, and then the other one next video, and we'll get the big field planted. Not sure what we'll put into it though. It would make sense to do soybeans, because that would be high priced. But I also feel like we do a lot of soybeans. I knew that was going to happen. Knew it would happen every time I do this field. Those two trees right there. Might just have to cut those two trees down, maybe. Becoming too much of an annoyance. It would have to be a crop that would be higher priced around that. I mean, it doesn't really matter when it's a high price. Just that the growth cycle would match up. Let's see. Corn and sunflowers are probably a no. I feel like those would be not a lot of fun, because you get a lot of them. Wheat, barley, I don't think so. We might grow barley somewhere, but I don't think in one of those. Soybeans just make sense. You do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should easily be ready. Soybeans are, I think, a 5 to 6 month growth, somewhere in there. I don't really remember the exact amount. Ballpark figures. Actually, that would allow us to get the soybeans harvested and put like sorghum in and get another high priced later on. But yeah, I mean, we're over 100,000 again. I'm sure it won't take too long to be in that range of getting the new planter, since we just have so many sources of income at this point. I've been building for this point where it's just so many things of income. Kind of the goal, really. I mean, don't want to put all your eggs in one basket per se. But yeah, as you can see, this is one of the better fields for soil. Outside of this top corner with silty clay, I think everything else is loam. Even then, it's not that bad of a yield, all things considered. Should be a little bit better than last time, because we have limed it since then, I believe. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Top notch. I wouldn't mind doing oats in one of those fields, but the only problem with the oats is that we obviously get a lot of straw, which is fine. I don't really need a whole bunch of straw. We use very little in the total mix. So, which I think if I mix it better, we'd probably use more straw. It's probably a little bit heavy in hay, I'm guessing, because I think I put 2 bales of hay in. You top it off with 1 bale of silage and maybe 1,000 liters of straw. I wouldn't mind doing a big sunflower field. We do have the beehive right next there, so it wouldn't be that bad of a yield. Should help. It would take longer to plant it just because the planter's width is less than our dual seeder setup. And once we get the new one, then we wouldn't worry about it then. And we could do a big field with sunflowers or corn. Corn would be it would be a lot. Not gonna lie there. Yeah, this has been a great yield already. Well, I am going to do a short little time lapse finishing this harvest. We'll see how long it is. If there's enough time, I could start on that field. I would hate to start on it and not finish it. I would like to, if I'm going to start, I'd like to finish it. So yeah, I'll talk to everyone once that is done.
Paint me red in this light that isn't mine. Finding every reason you can find to question my love. Remember that it's not me. I was never the one who broke your heart. We both know I've been gentle from the start. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen. You know I'll be patient with you. You're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful to you. You're my baby.
So the sorghum harvest is done. And it's safe to say we got quite a bit. Probably well over 20,000 liters. Just from this small field. Well, I mean, it's not small. But when you look at the size of it, it's not nearly the same size as this field. It's still smaller than this field. Like, it's not a huge field. It's just such a good soil. Been really good for us. Oh, hey, we hit 40 hours on the combine. Also, I forgot to mention this last episode. The last episode was the 50th episode in Survival's Challenge. That's a lot. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this for now. I'm going to park it out here just because we got so many harvests. So yeah, 50 episodes is obviously a huge milestone for really any series, really. Yeah, 20,000 liters. I was pretty dang close with my guesstimate. Oh, 20,500. There's still more coming. I would not be shocked if by that March time we'll have the new planter. We might have it a little bit sooner. So there is a resale price on our equipment already. I think our planter, that's something. It's a good deal, but I was looking for our planter. It's worth 50,000. These are not worth much at all. It's a good deal, but we have a use for it. I don't know if I could say we do. I mean, it's 81,000. You get 300 horsepower, and eventually we'll sell one of these two tractors. since I did bring that up of what people would want to see. That was a couple of videos ago, but I don't think it's public yet. So sorghum, it's 50,000 on the high. Oh, that's a lot of money. Not gonna lie. Well, I'll bring this out here as well, as we'll need it next video for this sorghum harvest as well. It's definitely possible that we'll have it very soon, maybe before March. I was saying March because I think we have a couple things that are in that March time. Our lettuce would be there. I said it's not much lettuce. We did just sell a bunch. Honey. Our silage is going to be in there too whenever that is ready. I don't think they're ready yet. Ooh, they're getting close. 96. And the high for silage is January. So maybe January? A little bit from oats, but not much. You have corn in there too. You have corn for selling. It says January, but June is a really high price. Was I looking at that wrong? No, it says January. Well, I think the sorghum is January. Yeah. So maybe a little bit out, but not too far. So we'll probably use the dual seeder drill combo. So I think what makes the most sense, price is probably, realistically it would be soybeans. I feel like we do so much soybeans. And we do, to be fair. Could do canola. That would be, trying to think, how far of a growth cycle is that? Canola is about a year. So if we wanted it at the high price, we need to do it now. But if we want soybeans at the high price, we would need to do it fairly shortly too. At 6 months or 7 months from then. I think I'm going to do soybeans, but that's mainly because I think if we got enough time, I'll plant that other field as well. And that field will put canola in. Oh yeah, soybeans don't need much of any nitrogen. I should double check, make sure we're planting all one crop. Not like anything different. Even if I verify, go through and change both of them, I still like to verify just in case. The one time you don't is it's the time you mess up and you wish you did. Now we gotta make I like to make a nice planted section on this side of the road just because of, well, there's a crop over there. And I would prefer not to destroy it. So if we put this here, it should allow us to have enough room to turn around. Not have to worry about that. Yeah, I think that field over there will be canola. I think that should work well. We just recently limed that one too, so it should be good for lime. Anyways, I think I'll time-lapse the rest of, well, planting this field. We'll see how long it is, and maybe we'll get to that other field as well. No guarantees. I like to keep my time-lapses to like a minute. I gotta estimate that just based off of how long the recording is, but still. I'll talk to you everyone once the time-lapse is done.
You're barking, you bite now to prove that I'm right now, that you lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now, can't see through the night. I'll just show you my light now, to paint these walls white now. I don't wanna fight now. You're barking, you bite now to prove that I'm right now, that you've lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now, can't see through the night. I'll just show you my light now, to paint these walls white now. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen, you know I'll be patient with you, you're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me, you'll know I'll be faithful. So though the questions keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen, you know I'll be patient with you, you're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me, you'll know I'll be faithful to you, you're my baby.
I'd say we're making pretty good progress. We got this field mostly done and planted, and that field completely done. Not too bad at all. Oh, and I'm actually recording this on the same day they announced the new stuff for year 2, the new map stuff. So 3 new crops: carrots, parsnips, and red beets. New map, new factories, production chains, new equipment. I'm pretty excited for it. Coming, what, November 14th? Obviously, the content creator in me is excited for it, not only just the farming sim player. I have 2 reasons to be excited. Just because, you know, fresh new content is always good. Yeah, let me know what everybody else is thinking. But I would say, I mean, the number 1 complaint I hear about Farming Sim 22 is you could use more crops. Got 3 coming. That's kind of nice to see. Although I would assume 2 of them are special equipment for harvesters and stuff, which can be pretty spendy. But a lot of times they're pretty good. I would assume the red beets would probably use the sugar beet harvesters. I don't know how big of a difference the actual plant themselves are. I just read the article. I haven't really did much looking into it. Carrots will probably be a special harvester, alright, obviously, but not sure about parsnips. I'm really don't know much about them. Either way, it's good news. Having more content in a game that's primarily about farming, having more crops and stuff, that's not a bad thing. At least I don't think so. There you go. which makes me assume there's no new farming sim games this year outside of helicopter, outside the mobile and Switch one. Was that FS23, I think they called it. But I assume next year maybe we'll see one. I'm pretty sure one of the factories I saw somewhere said something about potato chips. I might be completely wrong. I know there's a mod for a potato chip factory. Well, regardless, it'll be nice to have. So we have it. There's 2 fields. So we've, for the most part, have kept up with things being harvested. I'm sure next video we'll try to get at least a couple more done. Harvests. So yeah, the new planter drill, probably not too far out. I was looking at, which one is it? This one. So it's $200,000. And it basically plants everything. It's direct drill, seed and fertilizer combo. Don't have to go back and fertilize later. So a little bit better than, was it this one I was looking at? Yeah, this one does everything, but it's not, doesn't do fertilizing, and it's not direct. So yeah, that's probably coming in a couple videos, maybe. The silage I see is ready now. I don't quite remember how much we had before for money, but I don't know, 20,000. Plus, we have the sorghum coming up. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video.